Hello there traders. For today's session I decided to cover gold market and I will speak about Australian dollar versus US dollar. I will start with the gold market first. So what I found here basically is that from my perspective there is a potential completion of the ABC downside correction. We got a good breakout, we did have a decent breakout, and of this consolidation which took about 6 days to develop, and I can see this like a retest phase. So this is actually quite crucial level for the gold around 1816 and 1815. I guess this level is great support for further eventual upside continuation. I'm thinking about also about this ABC completion. If this is a first down leg and this is a second down leg, then potentially we could see the end of this downside correction around this stage, and it's also got a perfect sense because of the recent swing highs are literally around 1817, 1815 on this market. So watching for bull opportunities here, an eventual retest of the recent swing highs at 1832 and 1835. I guess this would be a preferable strategy for today. So wait for some intraday downside exhaustion. We can already see that on the 15-minute time frame. We can basically see the price basically sold off aggressively, and then we got some kind of the consolidation in the last 45 minutes. So we got basically some area of exhaustion here. And if I go also show you on the futures market, we got a climatic action there. So this was a climax, and this is even bigger climax than yesterday's climax. So it happened in the breaking the new low. The close is in the middle, but next bar is down, so there was still selling pressure, and then this is a reversal bar on the high volume, even higher than the previous supply, and then another supply on the lower volume. So I guess that exhaustion is probably happening here, and that can be actually some good area for some bull opportunities to load from this stage. Again, I will not like the price to go too much deep, too much lower from here. So I will say, based on the previous swing highs that we got here, I will not like the price to go anywhere below this area from this wick, this consolidation. So I guess like a 5 from this stage, not more than a $5 downside. If the price will go all the way down there, take the spin bar, probably can go all the way down, even take some swing lows here. But this pullback consolidation prior to this big rise will be my potential zone where I can say that this idea will be invalid, this bull idea, if the price will penetrate through the, let's say, 1812, 1811, so $6-7, not more than that. Potential stop for this bull idea. I'll also speak about Australian dollar, because I think that this one basically is in the critical support area. It's the area where we didn't have so much activity in the background. So I guess the key support is around 0.7411. We got some downside move here, but I expect some upside rotation till end of the day. Probably some downside rotation can be in the play. I'll also show you that on the lower frames. I can use like a lower frames to, so like 15-minute time frame. You see that we're building like a divergence here. There's an obvious bull divergence on momentum, which can cause this beginning of the rally. And also there was some exhaustion in this zone here, so some kind of the exhaustion pattern happening right there. 5-minute time frame is literally showing a bull divergence as well. So either we go from here and we find, or we basically do some kind of the test reject, and then like something like this, and then keep aggressive, move up, or we go from here. I guess the bull opportunities are preferable based on the condition that we got here, and basically the condition is pretty flat for this week. So we are trading in the lower end of that bracketing market. So expecting the upside rotation is, I think, preferable strategy for today. watching for the upside movement, maybe towards the 0.7440 or 0.7450 level, right? So buying opportunity is preferable on the gold and on the Australian versus US dollar. That'll be all for today. Have a good weekend and see you all from Monday next week.